A great philosopher once said something. He said, "He is poor who still needs something." Uh, the only way you begin to live in freedom is until you convert all your passion, ambition into peace. So long as you are in obsession, there is if something you want to have, you will never come into peace. Peace is autonomy and sovereignty, living totally from within. Your strength, confidence, everything come from within. So long as there is this business you want to achieve, and you see, don't get me wrong, because if you do not understand what I want to say, it can be very dangerous. You must put in the work, everything. But so long as you are trying to get something to be fulfilled, you are still under the bondage of life. Because the moment you achieve it, the desire dies and you start craving for another thing. I know of some people who had business. When they started the business, their whole plan was for this business to grow. And then when it grew, they multiply it into two. They were so bothered how the second one will grow. And when the second one grew, they multiplied it into three. And they became so bothered how the third one will grow. Listen, live in a flow state. There are things, if you don't get to this point, you have not found true peace. You know, my work, I am even surprised the rate of growth now in my work, because you see, before when I am so bothered, I can't do so much. But ever since I began to live in a flow state, my work has multiplied times two, times three. And I'm wondering, because before I'm so obsessed how I would, now I just show up. I show up with readiness to do the work. But you see, I am so detached from outcomes. There is no desire I'm trying to how I get it. I may want something, but I just put in the work. I am not desiring, oh, how can I get this thing? No, until you kill that thing. And you see, if you kill it, you will be surprised how things will begin to chase you. I'm telling you, if you will kill it, you will be surprised how things will begin. If you will kill it and your confidence come from within, your completeness come from within, that is when you will not you will understand that scripture that says, "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything make your request known to God." This is the only peace where you come to a point where you are putting the work, but you are needing nothing anymore. You are needing nothing to complete you. And you are so comfortable with wherever you are. You are not struggling to move from this apartment to a bigger apartment. You are so comfortable, happy, and needing nothing. Let me tell you, when you get yourself to this point, your life will begin to flow very fast. And I'm telling you this because some of you are in stagnation. This is the reason for your stagnation. You are so obsessed to that if I get this thing, I will quit my job and I start, and that thing keep holding itself because you have tied your freedom to that thing, that if only I can get this thing, that is how I can quit my job. That thing is an idol, because now you are no longer believing in God to achieve whatever you are believing. If only that thing can work. Now, by believing that that thing working is the only way you can live that level, you have restrict any other opportunities to come into your life, because your mind does not accept that there are other ways. But if you live in flow state, you are already a wealthy man. When you live in flow state, the poor said, "I don't have nothing." The wealthy say, "I need nothing." That is just a difference. Wealth comes even before the bank account to record it. Yes. Can you have a vision? Can you have a goal? You show up and put in the work, but you are not obsessed about outcome. Even when the outcome shows up, it no longer have effect on you. It no longer touch you. Sometimes you don't even look at it to see it. When you come to this point, that is true peace. And I tell you, everything will chase you. Everything will chase you. Everything. It will surprise you. You will actually understand how God wanted man to live. You will understand it with brutal clarity, Be anxious for nothing. So long as you think, oh, money is so hard, resources is so hard, this is so hard, it will keep becoming difficult. But when you relax, when you stay still, if you want to see the power of God, it is in stillness, not being anxious for anything. He said, be still and know that I am God. You want to see the power of God? You just be still, relax. This version of you that want to go and prove a point, that want to let them know that, oh, that want to let everybody know that I have this great vision. Relax, relax, relax. All those things, when you scatter your emotion, it lead to you cannot even get anything done. Show me a man who is always talking about this vision, that vision, that vision. I show you a man who is not even ready for greatness. Those who can do don't talk, because they know that when you share visions to people, you have two responsibility. One is to bringing the vision to pass, and two is to proving points to them also. Because when you say, I have this great vision, I want to, they hold you accountability. They want to see that result. Now you hold them a response of your result. But when you just relax, you are not sharing this thing. And it's a skill. You don't just wake up and get yourself. You will train yourself until you get to that point where you can have a vision and work on it in silence. You just have this vision, you are working on it in silence to serve humanity. You are not paying attention to the outcome. Even when the great outcome finally arrives, sometimes you don't even look at it, you just focus on the next thing. That desire, when you can kill it, oh dear, you have cheated life. You will come into peace. You are not trying to prove a point. Even when you become wealthy, you are not trying to show off. Let me tell you, even when you become wealthy, let your purpose of wealth become autonomy. The freedom to live where you want to live, the freedom to think, the freedom, you see, let that become your purpose for wealth. Not so that you can show up to people that you have arrived. Let it be that your purpose of wealth is so that you can live where you want, travel when you want, freedom to take out time to think. Anything like this, if your purpose is so that you can buy a very expensive car to show off, you have missed it, and you will pay a tax for it, because the price you pay for showing visibility to your wealth is envy, and envy is very dangerous. It can lead to a lot of things. When people begin to envy you, when people know what you have, they start fighting to have it too, or to stop you, or to take it from you, and you start growing unnecessary enemy. Just live in a flow state, relax, live in stillness, let the prosperity come. And if you live in stillness, prosperity is inevitable. It must come. It must come. It must come. Because a man who needs nothing automatically attracts everything. And as it's coming, you are no longer controlled by it. You have outgrown it. And God cannot give you what you have never outgrown. God will wait for you to outgrow it. Find out anything in your life that has not yet arrived. You are so upset and obsessed about it, trying to get it. So you have given power to that thing. So it keep running away from you. The moment you start needing something, you start repelling energy. The universe punish neediness. So once you start needing something, obsess about it, your negative energy chase that thing away from you. But when you just stay still, life will bring it back to you. You see, I may be saying this thing in a low tone, but this is one of the core secrets of greatness. Thank you. By the way, don't forget to subscribe and share this video to somebody.